Hey everybody, welcome back to Why Not RV. On this week's episode, I got a new product I want to share with you. It's something that's more for air quality inside an RV, and it's called the Airlock. Let's get to it. Remember, if you want to learn more and make less mistakes while RVing, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like and a comment down below. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Now, the Airlock device is something that I'm pretty familiar with the technology that's in it. Okay, now this company just built this primarily for boats originally. Obviously, most things that are applicable to boats are also applicable to RVs, so that's when they decided to make the product for RVs specifically. Now, essentially what the Airlock is a form of, it's an ionizer, okay? That's really what it is, okay? So what it does, there's two brushes in here, and what that does is it's separating the moisture in the air, the H2O, into two different separate sets of ions. It's separating and giving you positively charged hydrogen ions and negatively charged oxygen ions. Now, what is that doing inside of your RV? Without getting too far into the science, basically what it is doing is those ions are finding contaminants in the air, whether that's mold, bacteria, odors, all sorts of different contaminants that are in the air. And then those ions are basically clumping those contaminants together. So without these ions, those contaminants just keep floating around. They go through your air filter system, through everything, through the fibers. They're too small of a particulate to get caught in anything, so they just keep going round and round and round. But again, what the ions do is they force the clump. They force them to clump together, and then once they're large enough, then they can get filtered out through your air filter. Now, what that does in turn is it creates more dust inside your RV. And it's the same thing for home, right? These products are available for a full home system. You know, I used to sell this type of stuff and put this type of stuff in when I worked in the HVAC industry. I've always had them inside my house in my primary air conditioner because I'm all about air quality. I love technology, and I love the real science behind this stuff because it's such a simple thing that no one really thinks about, and yet it gives you such an amazingly positive thing inside your RV. I hope that wasn't too much of a nerd out for you, but again, just know that the Airlock, basically what it's doing is it's forcing small enough particulate that would normally just go through your air filters and through everything else to then be forced to clump together to then be large enough to get caught in your air filter and stuff like that. And again, it's dust. It forms it into larger particulate, which turns into dust, which will fall. And if it's not going in through your air filter, it's going to fall on the floor and you got to vacuum more. But I'm telling you right now, it is so worth that little bit of extra dust because now you're actually removing those contaminants from your RV. Let's get to the install because it's actually super simple to get done. Now, not only is every RV different, but every air conditioner is different. Just in my RV, I have two completely different air conditioners. So how I'm going to install these two different products inside these two air conditioners is going to be different. Just know the primary principle of what this thing is and what you're trying to accomplish is you're basically trying to install this where air is going to be consistently circulating through the RV. So you can either do it on your return side of the air conditioner or the supply side. It's just whatever is more applicable for your situation. All right, let me talk about the Airlock real quick just with you. So unboxing it, of course, you got a nice little thank you for your purchase. Again, so this was originally engineered for boats, okay? And they have a little product that is just a plug and play. It doesn't have to actually go into your AC system, but the technology is the same in both products. Just one is a standalone to go inside a air conditioner like we have in RVs, and the other one just plugs into a wall and it has its own little circulating fan. But it's just that and a little caution, and then you got the system itself. Let's go ahead and finish unboxing this. So it already comes with little connectors on it for going onto like a control board. Of course, depending on your air conditioner, that may or may not be applicable. Then it has a magnetic plate on the back that has 3M tape, and it has a larger metal plate, again with a 3M tape. And you also got mounting screws, so depending on your situation. Installing this in the Gree system is going to be relatively simple, but we're going to start by removing our internal piece right here. So I'm going to take off my little caps, take the screws down, and just let this come down so I can gain access to it. All right, so now that I removed my thing, I just, disconnect my disconnector here. My 120 is in here, so I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I'm going to get this wired up. I think I'm going to wire this one up to be on 24/7. It'll just be onto the main hot and neutral, whereas the one in the back I'm doing on the fan on low, so it only comes on when that fan comes on. But that's because this is my primary heating and cooling system, and this is pretty much on 24/7 anyways, and it's just probably gonna be more hassle to try and get into getting this onto the fan on low. I'm gonna open this up and see what's in here. I don't remember what connections we got to work with. All right, so again, this is gonna be a super simple install. Again, I got load and neutral. I already have the breaker off, so it already came with the connectors, so it's super easy. I'm just gonna loosen these screws, tuck these in there along with everything else, and then mount the actual airlock somewhere else. Okay, so I tapped my wires in, and I just ran the plug for it around this corner here, and I have mine sitting right here. You see the light is on, right in the supply vent, so it's gonna, as air comes in, it's gonna blow it out into the rest of the RV. Now on my back unit, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I'm gonna go and remove my cover here. This just clicks and comes down. And then, oops, I got one on each side. I'm gonna get this thing installed in the return. So what we wanna do at this point is wire up the airlock with a positive and negative to our 120 volt source. Now there's multiple ways to do this. Of course, you can do it at your line voltage, which in my case is inside here. And it can just be on all the time. Now, what I'm gonna do, because I keep my fan running on low whenever I do have this unit on in particular, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wire it to the low signal, fan L, which is my red wire off of my 6-pin, and then the ground is the green and yellow wire. So I've gone ahead and disconnected it, and again, there's a green and yellow wire right up here in this corner. See that? And there's my red wire. So those are the two wires I'm going to tap into in order to accomplish getting 120 volts to the airlock. Now keep in mind, every RV is vastly different. Every air conditioner is vastly different. So your own wiring diagram is going to be totally up to you. And not only the wiring diagram, but also how you want to power it. Like I said, do you want to just be powered on all the time? Powered on when the fan comes on, when the compressor comes on, when the fan's on low, fan's on high. So, you know, to me, I'm just going to keep it simple. Fan on low, it comes on. That's all I'm going to say about it. So I'm going to first start by snipping off the ends of these connectors that came with the airlock. Hard to do one-handed here. Okay. And then what I'm going to use is these clamp-on connectors, because basically the one wire that I just snipped will sit in here, and then the wire that's up top, I will just snug that around, clamp it down, and I have a connection. All right, so you can see I have the airlock mounted basically right here in my return vent. This is what sucks air up through, goes through the AC, and then comes out over here and dumps out. So it's pretty well centered. It's away from the metal. It's nice and centered on the actual return. And all I did was, again, I tapped my red, which is the positive wire, or excuse me, the hot line, okay, because even though these are black and red, looks like it's DC wiring. This is meant for AC wiring, okay, so the red is for your hot line, which would be black if you were just tying into your regular stuff. But again, I tied in based on my chart here to the low signal, and then I put my neutral wire, which is the black wire in this case, to my neutral inside of here. So now I'm just going to get these wires tucked away, and here I'll go ahead and show you real quick that when this is on, this light should be on. Okay, so just to show you, so if I turn this on, I got my fan on low, fan kicks on, the light kicks on, that simple. And now it's doing its thing, it's creating these ions. Now again, keep in mind, there isn't really a right way of doing this versus just a way of doing it, okay? You can mount it horizontally, vertically, sideways, up and down, in the return side, in the supply side. It's all dependent on your own preference and your own RV situation. And the reason I'm doing this, like here, I have it on the supply side, but in the unit in the back, I put it on the return side. Well, that's because on the return side back there, there's a nice big, huge square for air that's getting sucked up, and plenty of space. Now, on the return side for this one, it's just these little channels on both sides here. It's really not a whole lot of space, and if I were to be putting that component like up right here, it kind of will block up that space a little bit, and it's not going to really restrict the airflow but it's kind of going to restrict the airflow, you know. So I decided the least invasive thing was to put it on the supply side here. So as air passes by it, this whole thing fills up and goes forward and back, and it'll get evenly distributed through the RV. Now, this whole video has just been an install, okay? Not really a review, even though, again, I already know that the technology works. We're gonna do a follow-up review video on this type of thing, you know, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, something like that, to show you how this thing has been working. For those of you that stuck around to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like down below, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, leave a comment, check out Airlock online. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.